Welcome to ASCENT. I'm Fiery Grace the Gifted. I'm here with a divine masculine channeled love letter. I've already blessed and shuffled. Let's find out what the divine masculine has today. Hey. There's something I never told you. There's something that I don't really think I ever took the time to focus on long enough to think it was even important to mention. Until a few months ago. I don't know what happened, but there was this sense of deja vu one day. And then suddenly, I just knew exactly what I was supposed to do. And there were no questions. There was no confusion. I felt like it was the first day of the rest of my life. But I also knew that there were things that had to end as this new thing began. And there were a lot of choices, a lot of decisions. I surprised myself. But I know what I have to do now. And I can't sit back anymore and be proud of myself and proud of how much I've overcome, because I have to be honest and tell you that when I saw what I was really capable of, I had to take some time to just enjoy myself for the first time in years. But now I'm at this point where I know I'm not supposed to be alone. I know I'm not supposed to go forward any longer to make even another change in my life without you. And it's not because I know that you're somewhere out there waiting, not really for me, but for me to see you. You've given everything so that I could see you, and you don't really know. I've never been blind. Not to you. Not to who you are. So I get it. I get that it's easy to think that you still have so much work to do and so much time to spare, thinking that I still have so far to go. And up until recently, I did. It's not because I know that I'm supposed to love you and that you deserve more. It's not. It's not about what I know that we can have together. It's not about that reward. There's so many things that another me, a different me, might have tried to use or try to take advantage of. And even though love is just the most natural thing in you, even though I know you don't run out quickly, somehow I feel like I would have taken so much from you because it's addictive. It's an elixir to me. But this isn't why I feel like I need you and why I'm ready and why I want your love. It's not just because I know we'll be happy. It's not just because I know what could be and what's next. Because there was a time where I considered, knowing that I wasn't ready, knowing that I was just going to take advantage of you and hurt you, I considered sharing a very halfway life with you. Just for the thrill, just for the way you made me feel. See, what you don't understand is there have been so many days and nights, so many moments where I have seriously considered laying everything aside and giving you my whole heart. But every time I knew I really wasn't doing it for us, I was doing it for me. I was starting and going with the motions and getting myself prepared with what I realize now is a dark heart. I didn't mean any evil or anything bad against you. I just wasn't really thinking about you. I was thinking about everything that you could provide and how strong you make me feel. I was ready so many times, but every time at the last minute, the message was clear. I couldn't hurt you. I couldn't hurt you. I've dealt with a lot. I have made a very terrible bed for myself so many times. I have sown so many bad seeds. And every time I face the consequences, there's a part of me that knew they were coming and was willing to deal with it. But the one thing I won't do, the one thing I cannot do is hurt you anymore. And not like that. I've known this for so long. And yet, when the moments finally came and I saw the path to my dreams open up, unfold in front of me like a red carpet, like I was expected for the first time in my life, I knew that this was it. This was the moment. This was the path. This was the me that I'd needed to become in order for us to exist the way we should. And now, now I have everything I need. Now I just have to move and be. I have to fall in line with this new part of myself, this new awakened, enlightened. It feels wrong to say it, and yet knowing that I can make anything happen if I just put my mind to it, if it is right and it is good, knowing that I can help the world, knowing that I could see things for what they are and help others see the truth and the light, knowing that I can stand alongside you and be worthy. It is more than I've ever wanted in my life. This is why I'm ready. This is how I know I'm sure. Because this was the plan. This was the path. This was the golden opportunity. I wrote it off. I put it to the side. I tossed it out and I ignored it, not realizing there was an incredible seed being planted. And once it grew and it sprouted, every idea I've ever had that didn't make sense would finally, it would see its day. It would have its time to shine. And that second chance at life is what I knew I needed. I knew that if I had to go forward in life being only a part of myself, and a part of myself I didn't even like at that I would never be able to stand beside you and be happy. And now it's real. It's not a dream. It's not a mirage. It's not even an idea. It's time. And the strangest part about all of it is that everything I knew, I saw. Everything I knew I was ready for. Everything that just made sense. It was stuff I didn't even have to ask myself. I didn't have to say, well, how would you want this and how would you like that? I just kind of could see it. But that kind of made it that much more fantasy than reality. I think I questioned it because it seemed more like a dream. So when your dream starts to appear in front of your face and all roads point you in the direction of the one thing you thought you'd never see. This is like animal magnetism. I used to be so stubborn for all the wrong reasons, and I am still very stubborn. But I am no longer willing to sit back and be weak and fearful. I am no longer willing to allow things to happen around me and turn my head and pretend that the world doesn't need me. I am no longer willing to be the reluctant hero because I thought I was saving the world from my choices and decisions, only to realize I am exactly what's been needed all along in a place that has made me so angry and so afraid. So, thank you. Because above all, it is your compassion. It is your compassion that allowed you to see me. It is your compassion that allowed you to remain far more patient than you should have. And it is your compassion that will allow you to forgive me. Because even now, I feel as if you are a pawn in my plan. You are a magical, abundant being. And I know I need you by my side for this. But please understand that I've never been inspired to do anything before now. I've never cared about anything. I've never questioned my own motives. I'm different. And I know that I am probably really late to the party. And I wouldn't even blame you if you had gone out and found, I don't know, some cheap replica of our love and our plan. While I appreciate that holding space for me, I can take over from here. It's time. And this time I'm sure it's time. The foundation has already been laid. Now we build.